Shalom family, this is me, Mary C, coming to you yet again with another quick, I'm hoping that it's going to be another quick video. And today, you know what I want to talk to you about? I'm going to talk to you about all of the rising prices. Everything's going up, right? Gas is going up, the food prices are going up, everything is rising. So I want to talk to you guys about surviving on a dime. And I'm hoping that this video will help someone out there who is currently struggling under the heaviness of all of these raised prices. And you know, the one thing about that is they raise the prices in the grocery stores, they raise the price with the gas. However, they're not raising your income, right? So you have to work with what you have, right? So, surviving on a dime, how to make ends meet. And I'm going to just share with you some of the things that I do, right? I'm just going to share with you some of the things that I do. And I've got my little notes on the side, and then I also have my one of my faithful Bibles alongside. I am going to share a couple of scriptures with you as we go along. But here's what I wanted to talk to you about. There are ways that you can bring a little income in, little side jobs, if you will, to your household. If you have items in your home that you no longer use or need, and it can be anything from clothing, shoes. There are kitchen items that we don't always use. Whatever it is that you have within your household that you're not using right now, but it's still in good condition, you can possibly sell those items. There are a few places that you can actually use online, a few platforms that you can actually sell online from. And one of those platforms is called Mercari, one is called Poshmark, one is called Etsy, and one, you guys all know eBay. And then there's Amazon as well. Now, I don't know a whole lot, so I can't really give you information on the Amazon and the eBay. Not too much about Etsy. I've bought things on Etsy. I have an Etsy account. I've never sold anything on Etsy. So these are platforms that are already set up, and you would just take your merchandise and you would promote your merchandise through these platforms. Now, I am very familiar with Poshmark. I have actually 3 accounts out there. This is not endorsed. This video is not endorsed by Poshmark. I'm just trying to help you, my family, to make ends meet. I'm trying to help you find ways that you can find extra cash, maybe in your closet, maybe in your garage, so that you can extend your pocketbook in these upcoming months where things are just rising unbelievably. So I'm sharing this information not to get anything from it myself, but so that you can benefit from it. I will, because I know someone's going to ask, I will post on this video my Poshmark names. So if you want to go out and follow me, that would be great. I'll follow you back, and it's important for you to get followers. I don't necessarily need them at this point in time because I am considered a ambassador on Poshmark. I mean, don't get me wrong. Please follow me because you're family and I love y'all. But it's not something, I'm not calling you out, oh, go out and follow me. No, that's not what I'm doing. But for a person starting out, it's always good to have people to follow them, to get your numbers up, to get you out and to be seen by more people. So I'll post my name out there. If you decide that you want to get involved with using Poshmark, please look me up. And, we can follow one another, no problem. But here's what it is. I can give you information as far as like fees for Poshmark. Because, it's a platform and they have to make money some way too. So they do have fees, and their fee is pretty much a commission, if you will. So if you have a product that you want to sell and you sell it for $15, Poshmark will take $2.95, and that would be their commission from that $15. I don't know what that comes out percentage wise. Mercari does a 10% commission on theirs. And they have some other additional fees that you might want to look into also. I have a Mercari, an account with them. I don't use it. I found Poshmark works a lot better for me. But please go out and do some research and find out what works for you. So I'm just trying to share what I have going, okay? If you decide you want to go ahead and try to sell through Poshmark, you can actually do pretty good if you've got some pretty decent items. You're going to need a few things. You're going to need to have postage. You're going to need to have some type of packaging. And what I've done is I've taken some pictures, and don't judge me on them, okay? I've taken some pictures of some of the bags that I use for packaging, and I did one image of the boxes, but these are the Postal Service boxes, which are free, and you can order them online. So if you need to send something out via box, shoes or what have you, you can do that. You can box those guys up, and you can do it for free because you can get your supplies from the post office. The only thing that you're probably not going to be able to get for free is your tape. So you're going to need postage, you're going to need packaging, you're going to need whatever your item is that you're going to be selling. If you're getting it out of the garage or if you're getting it out of your closet, whether it be shoes or clothing or household items, whatever it might be, you want to make sure that they're in pretty good condition or shape before you post them out there. You're going to need an app from Poshmark, and you can download that on your phone, your tablet, or desktop. I believe you can do it on the desktop. I hardly ever use my desktop for it. I'm mostly on the phone or the tablet, but I believe you can do it for all three. Correct me, someone out there, if you know that I'm making a mistake on that. Anyhow, you're going to need some type of a printer for printing out your labels, and I'll put some images up of my printers, and very inexpensive ones. I'm not using anything fancy. And then you're going to need a camera. So you can use your cell phone, you can use your tablet, you can use whatever you want to use to take your pictures. You just want to make sure that you capture some pretty decent ones, and several of them, because you have to keep in mind, if you're selling online, people are not there to do the touchy-feely thing. So if you can show them as many images of the item, the better you will be at selling that item, if that makes any sense. So again, I have 3 accounts. I'll put them all up there. I don't know if you can see behind me. Can you kind of see in the corner right over there? I've got some little pink items. You can't really see very well. What those are they are Barbie dolls, Barbie doll furniture, accessories, that type of thing. I have a whole slew of them, okay, a whole collection. And many of them they're not boxed, but many of them are complete sets. And so I have those over in the corner because they're ready to be going out. And I am selling them through the Poshmark platform. So that's one of the reasons why the 3, because I wanted to do that separate from like my household stuff, clothing stuff. So I did the Barbie one separate. So I have one for the Barbie. I do my online website. Well, some of those items that I want to move out are also on Poshmark. So I've got the Mary Sheffer store. I've got a website. I've got the Poshmark Mary Sheffer store. I have the Barbie Poshmark, and I also have my day-to-day household and clothing items that are out there under my middle name. And so I have the 3, and I'll post those so that you can follow them. However, I'm saying all that to say this: that's an avenue for you to clean out your closet, purge. And so don't judge me right now, because I know I'm not looking the best. I realize that I need to, with my my locks, I need to retighten them, and just have not had the time. I've been so busy. Pray for your sister here. Pray for me. I've been so busy, but I wanted to come out here and talk with you guys. I'm not going to be on here too long, but I didn't want to miss this opportunity. I'm thinking, constantly thinking, what can I say to you guys that will help you during these tough times? What is it that I can bring to you? And the Father he's so good, and he loves us so much that he never leaves us without something, right? So he gives you hints here and hints there, and to be able to take items that you're not using and to put them up for sale and to make or earn money for it, that's a blessing. I mean, that is truly a blessing. So, you're selling merchandise that you've already paid for, God knows when, right? But you've already paid for it. And so, to me, it's a win-win. Whatever profit you get from it, it's a win-win, because you're cleaning out your house for one. You're blessing someone will be blessed with something that they need or want, and you get to clean your house out. That's, to me, and earn money is the last part of it. And earn money, that gas money, which is so important, right? So I talked about what you're going to need. So that's one part of surviving on a dime and making ends meet. Another part of that is this. You know what? I know that many of you have been given a gift. When I say been given a gift, a talent of in the area of creativity, of crafting, whether it be working with wood crafting, whether it be knitting or crocheting or sewing. I know you guys are talented out there, because our God is a good God, and we are made in his image. And so I know you guys have some talent out there. He has blessed me tremendously, and I cannot complain, because he's blessed me with the ability to sew. I can crochet, and I can even do some knitting. And I have other talents as well, and I know that you do too. So another avenue is to sew and sell, or knit and sell. Or if you do woodworking or metal, metal smithing, or whatever it is that you have a talent for, if you can make items that the public needs or wants, you can make money that way as well. If you have local people that you can possibly sell you, or even garden items that you grow in your garden for extra cash, do that as well. Be creative is all I'm saying. There are other areas that you can actually dive into in order to make money on the side, so that it will help you get further along in the survival journey, okay? On this survival journey. So if you sew to sell or knit to sell, or whatever you're doing, you can also get yourself involved in craft fairs. Look them up. I'm sure there are plenty of them that are going on in your local area. You may have to come out of pocket a little bit in order to obtain a booth or table space somewhere, but it's only a few dollars. And if you make nice enough items and you display them well, you can make that back and then some at those craft fairs, if you can get yourself involved in a good one. If there are no good ones going on in your area, why don't you host one? Charge a certain amount per table space. Go to a place that you can rent out for little, next to nothing, and charge the space for other people to participate. Make sure you pad it up enough that you can make a little extra on it yourself. It's all about making, it's business, it's not personal. It's all about making a little bit of money so that you can provide for your family. That's what it's all about, okay? So if you don't do craft fairs, one other avenue that you can go with is you can have a website created. Like I've got my website. You can create it yourself. I pretty much, and I always say this because I never do anything alone. I always have the Father alongside me because there's so many things that I do. I stick my neck out. I have no clue what I'm doing. Absolutely no clue. But I'll take that step, that what I guess they call a leap of faith, and I depend on the Heavenly Father to see me through to the other side, and He always does. He always does. So when it came time for me to put a website together, I didn't pay to get that website put together. I did it mostly, again, with the full help of the Heavenly Father. But I did it free using WordPress. So my website is a free WordPress website that I have added numerous plugins in. But for the most part, I didn't have to pay someone to put it together. Go out and look at my website and tell me what you think. My website is, let me give you the address. It is www.mary, M-A-R-Y, Sheffer, C as in Charles, H as in Harold, E, F as in Frank, ER.com. So you go out and look at it. It is something that the Heavenly Father helped me to put together. I had no clue what I was doing when I first started it, and it's been doing well for me. So I just want you to know that if I can do it, you can do it. And on that note, I told you I wasn't going to keep you very long. I want you to be able to afford the gas. I want you to be able to go to the store and buy whatever you need to buy still, because we're still stocking up. I don't want you to stop doing that. You're still stocking up. So I want you to be able to do those things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you Proverbs 6, verse 6 and 8 that talks to this. Proverbs 6, verse 6 and 8 speaks. It says this to us, speaks to our heart, and it says, go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Verse 7, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler. Verse 8, provided her meat in the summer and gathered her food in the harvest, right? So that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be like the ant, and you're going to go and provide for your family best way you know how. And you know what? The rug is, I was going to say slowly being pulled from under our feet, but you know what? They're rushing this thing. Have you noticed with all the food plants, having accidents? We'll say it that way. So they're going to be starving us out, is what's going on. The rug is being pulled from under our feet, and they're not doing it slowly. It's happening quickly. With the crime increasing, and I mean, when I say crime is increasing, wow, some crazy stuff is going on out there. I'll have to talk to you guys about that in another video. But I mean, just mad, wild stuff just going on. And I can't tell you how many times I keep hearing about these murder-suicides, within the families. So much is going on. And you know what I think about that with the mass shootings? I've got my viewpoint on it, and that one video that I shared with you guys with that gentleman that was talking about biometrics, was talking about software going under the skin, okay, where humans can be hacked. I believe that's what's going on. I believe that we're at the testing stage right now. They're gonna ramp it up. They're testing it. Let's see how this works. Oh, let's program this one to go out and do that. Well, let's program this one here to do something different, or maybe something along the same lines. And then you get them saying or pleading not guilty. Well, it makes me wonder, maybe, just maybe, they don't recall what they've done. So they kind of wake up in a stupor and find out that they've committed an atrocity. But this is just my opinion, of course. You can tell me, share with me your viewpoints on it. But humans can be hacked out of the devil's own mouth. Humans can be hacked. So what are they hacking or programming them to do? That's a good question, isn't it? So anyhow, that was Proverbs 6, verse 6 through 8. Let me also share another one from Proverbs, and this is one of my favorite ones. You should read the whole thing, and that's Proverbs 31, but I'm only going to read 15 through 27. And Proverbs 31 is the virtuous woman, and just in case you hadn't recognized it. So I'm going to start reading at verse 15, which says, "She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens." So now this is a woman who gets up early. She's not lazy. She's not slothful. She gets up early to start her business. And it says, verse 16, and she doesn't just take care of her household. She also takes care of her maidens too. So I thought that was pretty good. Verse 16 says, "She considered a field and buy it. With the fruit of her hands she planted a vineyard." So how is she able to go and buy this field? I think it's because of the industrial way that she has found to help to provide for her family. So she is doing her part, as a helpmate, and she's planting too. This is all part of it. This is how we survive. This is how we survive. "She girdeth her loins." This is verse 17. "She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengthened her arms." Verse 18, "She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night." So she is prepared, and she has her candle and her light. It won't go out because she's up on top of things. She doesn't let things slide by her. She's on top of things. I'm trying my best to get there. I've got so much that I need to do. I'm trying to get there. I'm working on it. But I'm purging. I'm purging. And so that's what's helping me right now. So verse 19. "She layeth her hand to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff." So she's busy. She's a busy woman, right? "She stretches out her hand to the poor," and this is very important. Very important. "Yea, she reacheth forth her hand to the needy." Whenever you have an opportunity, especially in the days that we're living in right now, I know, beloved, that things are a little rough for you, but there are those that are out there, it's a little bit, it's more rough for them. Is that a word? More rough? It's worse for them. You get what I'm saying. So whenever you can, stretch out your hand to those that are poor and needy. Do your part. I try my best to do whatever I can when I can. And let me tell you this. The Father, He will always provide. He will always provide. When you least expect it, you get blessings. When you least expect it. And it's because you're out there blessing others. So bless those that are in need, just like she does in this verse. Verse 21 says, "She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed in scarlet." She's got the best for her family. She's taking care of them. She's doing her part. 22, "She maketh herself covering of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple." So that she doesn't neglect herself. And so many of you out there, now I'm talking to you. Stop it. Stop neglecting yourself. In order for you to help others, in order for you to make sure that you're doing your best for your family, you got to take care of yourself. You do. So make that a very important, high on the list priority to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Okay? Verse 23, "Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land." They know him because they know that she's been doing her part. That's when your what is the word that I want to say? oh, I can't think of the word, when it precedes you. What people know about you or know of you, it precedes her. And hers is all good stuff, and it precedes her. So before she even gets out there, all they have to see is her husband, and they know that this woman is doing what she needs to do, right? So that's what you want. You want people to I mean, not that we really care about what are the opinions of other people. That's not so much what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about here is to know that you're esteemed for your I was going to say not troubles, because they're not your troubles, but your esteem for your efforts, And 24 says, she maketh fine linen, and she selleth it, and delivered girdles unto the merchant. So I was going to go to 27. And so she is selling things. So if it's Poshmark, if it's Kari, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, or Etsy, wherever, your own website. 25, strength and honor are her clothing. That's it, honor. It precedes her. And she shall rejoice in the time to come. And 26, she opened her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness. I'm working on that one too. That when I open my mouth, that I am, I'm edifying the body. I'm helping to lift up the body, the family, and not so much putting it down. So I'm working on that, and that kindness part of it, In verse 27, finally, she looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. So she is forever. She's forever doing what needs to be done in order to provide or to make sure that she is taking care of her family. So that's part of the virtuous woman, Proverbs 31. And then the last one is just a very small one. It's in Colossians. So Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23, and it reads, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord, and not unto men. So whatever job you find yourself in, and right now we're talking about side hustles so that we can survive on a dime and we can make ends meet, but no matter what it is, whatever job you find yourself in, be grateful for it, because there's so many out there that don't have jobs, okay? So be grateful for it, but not only that, when you work, do your work as though you're doing it to please our Heavenly Father. It'll make your days go by so much quicker. You'll enjoy being around some of those folks that are cantankerous and almost unlovable. You'll be able to bear that a little better then. So when you go about your jobs, just do it as though you're doing it for the Most High God. And I think I have covered just about everything. If you have questions that you would like to ask me, if you want to know more about any of the things that I mentioned in this video, Poshmark or crafting or knitting, or how to promote your items, or anything that I can help you with, please feel free, put it in the comments section or send me an email. You know how to reach me. So family, I'm hoping that this will help somehow. Go through your house. I'm sure there are things that you have in there that you're not using anymore that are in good condition that someone else may need. So there's two things that I've been doing as far as this purge. The one thing is I've been setting things aside that I can offer on Poshmark for sale. And then the other part I've been doing is there are other items that are going to go to our local thrift store. And I'll just give those away. And they're all in good condition. I have items, and I'm sure some of you are the same way. I'm guilty. I have items with price tags still on them in my closet and other areas of my house. Not a whole lot, but I still have things like that are in good condition. So I split them. Some will go on Poshmark, some will go to the thrift store. So help the needy when you can. All right? So On that note, I'm going to say what I always do. I hope this is helpful again, but you know I love you guys, and it's so important to me that you survive, because you know what? We're on this journey together, and I want to see you guys make it to Zion. We're going there together, right? You know, I'm trying my best to drag you along with me, because I'm trying my best to get there. I want you to go with me. So know that I love you so very much, okay? But know this, our Heavenly Father, He loves you so much more. Shalom, family.